Hi everybody. So today's video is going to be another product review. This time we're going to do protein bars. So we are going to talk about RX protein bars. RX also makes oats, they make kids bars, and they also make nut butters, but their main product, which you've probably seen in the stores, is going to be their protein bars. So RX bars are known for their use of natural ingredients without the fillers and their short list of ingredients on the front of the packaging. So if you've ever gone to the grocery store into like the kind of like nutrition aisle where they have all the different types of bars, RX bars are there. Sometimes they're in the line at checkout also, but they're the ones that say 3 egg whites, 2 dates, 3 peanuts, no BS. That is an RX bar. So I'm sure everyone has seen them. They're just like plain packaging, pretty much has everything that you need to know on the front of it without even turning it over. They're overall pretty cheap. 12 bars for $25.99 is very cheap in comparison to most protein bars. They do have 2 different kinds. They have a regular and they also have a plant-based bar. So the label for the regular bar is gluten-free, kosher, non-GMO, filled with protein, real ingredients. With that does have a few asterisks on it on the website. What that does is it leads you to where their natural flavors come from, which are all FDA approved and all come from natural, non-animal derived sources. So that is awesome. Good green check there for me. The label for their plant-based is also gluten-free, 0 added sugar. This should also be on the label for the regular, but it's not. In that also has an asterisk just to tell them that it's not a low-calorie food, just based off of the product packaging. It's not a very large bar. It's about this big, about this thick. So for the amount that you're getting, it's pretty calorie dense. But for like a regular snack, it's just a normal calorie amount for a snack. Plus you're getting all the good protein and stuff like that in. Non-GMO, plant-based, filled with protein, and again, that real ingredients label. Just a quick note on the gluten-free labeling. So on the back of the packaging, it does have allergen information. And although there is nothing that contains gluten in the actual bar itself, it is made in a facility that also processes gluten foods and also foods that are just like the top 8 allergens, including soy, which is also something that is not on these bars. So it's just something to watch out for. There are 12 grams of protein per bar, 10 grams for the plant-based bar. It's not the highest when it comes to protein bars, but they are the most natural protein bar on the market, so I'm fine with that amount. I'd rather the protein come from natural sources than come from something synthetic. There are multiple different flavors. There's 2 for the plant-based. That's going to be chocolate chip and peanut butter. The regular flavors, you've got coconut chocolate, maple sea salt, chocolate chip, peanut butter chocolate, blueberry, chocolate sea salt, banana chocolate walnut, mixed berry, mint chocolate, vanilla almond, peanut butter, and chocolate raspberry. So there's a lot of really, really good flavors there, which is kind of nice. So I'm just going to do a comparison between the regular and the plant-based because the plant-based only has that chocolate chip and peanut butter. The regular one will also be the chocolate chip and the peanut butter, just to kind of keep a good comparison between the 2. All bars are either 200 or 210 calories. A majority of them are more in the 210 calorie. So the regular chocolate chip, again, 12 grams of proteins, 210 calories. You got 2 grams of fat, 1.5 grams of saturated fat, 210 milligrams of sodium, 23 grams of carbs, 2 grams of fiber, 18 grams of sugar. And then your ingredients is going to be dates, egg whites, almonds, cashews, chocolate, natural flavors, and sea salt. Then we got your regular peanut butter, again, 12 grams of protein, 200 calories, 7 grams of fat this time, 1 gram of saturated fat, 310 milligrams of sodium, 25 grams of carbs, 5 grams of fiber, 15 grams of sugar, and that only has 5 ingredients: dates, peanuts, egg whites, natural flavors, and sea salt. All of the ingredients for RX bars are under 10, which again, another green check mark for me. If you are gonna eat a processed food, and I would consider RX bars still a processed food, you want those ingredients to 1, be readable and know what they are, and 2, have under 10 ingredients total. So great big green check mark for me. Now let's go on to your plant-based chocolate chip. 10 grams of protein. You got 210 calories again. 8 grams of fat, 2 grams of saturated fat, 50 milligrams of sodium. That's because there's no egg whites in this. 26 grams of carbs, 3 grams of fiber. You got 16 grams of sugar. Again, those ingredients is going to be dates, cashews, pea protein, and almond protein is where that plant-based protein is coming from. You got oats, natural flavors, and salt. And then we're going to do the plant-based peanut butter. Once again, you got 10 grams of protein, 210 calories, 9 grams of fat, 1.5 grams of saturated fat. We have 65 milligrams of sodium, 25 grams of carbs, 4 grams of fiber, and all the fiber ranges from 2 to about 6 for all of these bars, and their sugar content ranges from about 14 to 19 in these bars as well. This one has 17 grams of sugar, and then their ingredients is about the same as the chocolate chip one. We got dates, this time peanuts instead of cashews, pea protein, oats, almond protein, natural flavors, and salt. So the sugar amounts and why they seem very high is not because they're coming from an added sugar. They are coming from a naturally occurring sugar in the dates that are in the bar. And the dates are also what's used as the binder instead of using something like xanthan gum in other types of protein shakes and other artificial things that are coming from the other types of like protein bars that are out there. So that is really great that we're using a natural product for a binder and also a natural product to get the sugar instead of, on all of these ingredient labels, you didn't hear me once say the word sugar. So we love that. There is more sodium in egg whites and also in the peanuts. So you'll see that sodium level a little bit higher. And then the chocolate that they use, unless it is like something that says chocolate raspberry, chocolate peanut, that has cocoa in it as well. But the actual chocolate used has no added dairy, soy, or sugar in it like most other chocolates do. So it's coming from 100% cacao nibs, which has a really high anti-inflammatory, antioxidant factors to it. So that's really, really great. All of the flavors that I mentioned earlier, so like the banana, the raspberry, the vanilla almond, the blueberry, the mint, the mixed berry, all of those, they have the actual fruit in them. So like I said, the banana has banana, the blueberry has blueberry, the raspberry has raspberry, the mixed berry has cranberries and strawberries and raspberries, the mint has mint. It's not just something that says natural flavor or artificial flavor. It actually has the product in it, which is, again, another green check mark for me. And again, in the case of anything chocolate, like chocolate raspberry, chocolate coconut, chocolate peanut butter, those are going to also have that cacao in it as well, like the powder, to make it more of that chocolatey taste versus just the chocolate chip that has physical pieces of chocolate in it. Honestly, overall, this is a really good snack to get in some protein throughout the day. And it is something that I would recommend if you have a hard time getting that 1 gram per pound of body weight of protein in a day and you're looking for more protein sources. It's, again, a great snack. It's going to keep you full. It's going to keep you satisfied. It's going to satisfy your sweet tooth as well with those dates. A lot of these ingredients have really healthy fats in them, which is why I don't mind the fat content on some of them being a little bit higher because it is coming from fat of good sources like nuts and seeds. So that is something that is absolutely amazing. Again, 10 out of 10 bar, absolutely would recommend.